This is the Hobby Parts Monster Power 61 motor, equivalent power to an average 61 size motor, and you can see in the box, fair sized motor. Okay, comes with the firewall mount, and then it's got the 4mm bullets already soldered on there. Comes with the female ends to put onto your speed controller. It's got a hex wrench there, and we've got a spinner. Let's pull it out here. Okay, and on there, very end. Okay, this is the prop adapter, so this is going to be screwed onto that right there, so you can put your prop on there. I've measured this. This shaft here is 8mm at that point there. This is also 8mm. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to screw these in. The screws come with it. Okay, so the black ones here that come in this bag are going to get screwed into there, and then it comes with some flathead screws, and that allows you to mount the back of this motor mount so that can go into the firewall on your airplane. In this bag here is a collar. Okay, that collar, I guess that's for the back here. You could take that collar, get it out of the bag here. And you could put it on the back here without you don't want this collar actually touching the motor mount. But you can put it on the back here, and I guess it acts as like belt and suspenders to make sure that the front bell doesn't eject out. Although it does have a slot in the shaft, and then it's got a clip here with a brass spacer in there to make sure that the shaft doesn't come out. Okay, and I believe I took a count, and this motor has got 14 poles. It's got 14 magnets on the inside there. So I'm going to mount this in place of a Turnigi motor that I have. I've got this in an electric Extra 330. So I've got it mounted in this Extra 330, and one thing I'll say is it comes with a label. It's on there pretty loose. The glue, the adhesive on that label is not very strong. Take that off, otherwise it's going to spin off on you anyway and possibly get tangled up. So I've got the black screws Loctited in here. Use blue Loctite. And then the flatheads came in from the back. That's also blue Loctited. I've got the firewall mount, engine mount in there. And I've got the 4mm bullets connected up to my speed controller that's down there in the bottom, and I'm ready to run this up. But yeah, I forgot to mention I've got this machined aluminum spinner that came with it, and you screw that down on there, and then there's a hole here in the top for you to stick something through in order to tighten it up all the way. I'm going to do a quick prop test. I have a laser tack here. Okay, so I can measure the RPMs of the motor, and then I've got this watt meter on here. Basically, it's an Eagle Tree system, so I can measure the current flow. And so I'm going to spin it up, and then I'm going to measure the RPMs while looking at the current flow. It was basically about 8,300 RPMs with this prop and 35 amps, and I've got a 14.7 electric prop on there.